What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dev back with another one. He's talking about this. Today we'll talk about the 5th year anniversary LR Vegito and Gogeta. So, of course, these are both units that came out in 2020. Actually, before I get into the video, this is a highly requested video. If you guys want me to talk about anybody, go ahead and comment it down below. I will get to your video, I promise, guys. I have so many fucking videos to do, so I will get to your video eventually that you commented down below. Trust me, provided it's a unit that I haven't talked about yet. So, of course, Vegito and Gogeta both came out in 2020 as of the 5th year anniversary LRs, and they came out during the long event meta. How did they perform in the long event meta? They performed quite well, considering the fact that they had one of the best teams in the game at the time, and the final trump card, and they both stacked attack, which helped them hit much harder as they went on in long events. And once they transformed, they were a build-up unit essentially. Vegito being the one that double supered and just launched out fucking ridiculous attacks out with solid defense, and then Gogeta sitting in slot 2, just being effective against all types and doing nasty damage to the boss post transformation, of course. And not to mention, these guys both had active skills that were superbly powerful and that had the power to just outright one shot that Int UI Goku at the end of the legendary Goku event. So, to say the least, these two units both did quite well for the long event metas, considering the fact that they both had powerful active skills that would delete the boss. They both had unique things to them when it came to them being their post transformations, Vegito being the double super ring god, and Gogeta being the one with the effective against all types nuclear missiles that he would drop on the boss. And the fact that they both linked up well with one another, these guys were just they both did so well. The cohesion was just there at the time for final trump card, them stacking their attack pre-transformation quite good. They linked up quite well. They built up post transformation. Active skills were deadly. They did so well for the time. So in the legendary Goku meta, you gotta give them their flowers because they fucking just deleted the enemy so easily. It's like at the time, these two units fully built up, there was nothing surviving them. Nothing, guys. I mean, that's pretty special. That's pretty special. Back then, that was special. Now, obviously, who really? I mean, cool. Who really gives a fuck? And now it's like, oh wow, they built up. Oh, but back then for the time, that was quite a special title to have. That title being a unit that was fully built up can't survive me. And these were both these two units, so I gotta give them their W for that. And right after I give them their W, I'm about to shit on them on how they look today. So of course, the 5th year anniversary LRs both are chilling in the red zone meta. And don't get it twisted, both these fuckers have a 200% leader skill. Yes, they do. If I'm not incorrect, they both have. Is he on Battle of Fate? He is on Battle of Fate, so he is on Vegeta and Trunks' team. And you, my friend, you have Kamehameha, right? Yes, you do. You have Kamehameha also, yeah? Yes, you do. So you're on Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So you're on the LR Gods team. Yes, sir. And how about you? You're on Fuse Fighters slash Kamehameha. You're on the Super Saiyan Force team slash Gods team, and you were also on the Super Saiyan 4 slash Gods team too. So you're on both the 7th year anniversary LR's leader skills. Yeah. Okay, so they are both respectively on 200% leader skills. How would they look in the red zone? Guys, the only reason I would ever see you using these units in the red zone is for this 50% chance to dodge in the third slot. That would be the only reason I would ever see using them in the red zone. That is literally it. If you are running either of these units as a main slot rotation, you are crazy. I will say that outright. You are crazy. Their defense is not high enough to be ran as a main slot unit, which is why I would only ever see this happening. Other than that, no. 70% defense on both these units at the start of turn? What? That's terrible. That's terrible. And then they both transform, and they gain 77% defense? Whoa, guys, that's terrible. That's garbage. You would never run either of these guys, even if they were fully built up. I don't know how the hell you'd be able to get these two units fully built up in the red zone, unless you were in like a lower level red zone stage. If you were in the higher level red zone stage, you got these two fully built up, I'm not gonna lie, you get a W. That is probably the most difficult shit you can ever do. But That's quite literally impossible to get them fully built up in a tough red zone stage. But really, guys, they both transform and they gain 77% attack and defense. They literally gain 7% attack and defense for both of them when they both transform. They suck in the red zone. That's it. That's pity pat. That's it. Okay, so let's talk about what's good about them. Because I mean, like, they suck in the red zone. Can we outright? You're not using them against Broly, and you're not using him against the Big Yeti Star Cooler. You're not. No, you're not. So, of course, let's go and talk about what's good and what's bad about these units. So I'll say what is good about these units for the time, of course, because I can't say about what's good about them now, because the only thing I would say what's good about them now is the fact that they have a 50% chance to dodge. That is it. That is the only thing I would say what's good about them right now, not at the time. Right now, the only good thing about them is that they have a 50% chance to dodge. Look right here, see? Right over here. A 50% chance to dodge as a third attacker in a turn, meaning that they are a slot 3 solidified unit if you were running them inside today's difficult content. Now, of course, what's good about them for the time, obviously, is the fact that they both tote strong leader skills in the Final Trump Card / Fusion and Final Trump Card / Potara. Of course, they both stack attack in both their 12 keys. At the time, that was actually pretty solid considering the fact that the Legend Goku event would start out easy and ramp up in difficulty. Of course, these units would start out low and build up. That really makes sense why they start out with low stats. Their low stats are literally on purpose. You start out at low stats, and then you build up to the final boss and go ahead and fucking delete them with the active skill. Pretty clear, cut, and simple. So to say the least, them stacking attack was actually quite good for the time. Them starting out with them getting this 3 key and this launching additional attack that has 30% chance to become a super attack, so they could potentially double super and stack their attack just to go into this form immediately. And you guys know what happens when they go into this form. They essentially just, I mean, I've already said it. They fucking kill the boss. I mean, at the time in long events, the enemy's dead. I mean, the enemy's fucking dead. Now, what is bad about them? I'll talk about what's bad about them now for today's age in Dokkan for the red zone meta. Now, of course, what's bad about them is that they both stack attack. We don't care about stacking attack. Stacking attack alone, unless you have stupid damage reduction, you have guard, you have this, that, the third. If you are not a defensive juggernaut, why the hell are you stacking attack? Now, I know that AGL banner unit Golden Frieza, that Easy A one, he stacks attack, but like, yeah, no, his stacking attack's bad. We're going to go ahead and cut that. Stacking attack sucks, okay? If you are not stacking defense, but you're stacking attack, that is bad. I'm just going to say that outright. Fuck it if you're a defensive jug. If you're not stack defense with it, it sucks. Clear, cut, simple. And I would say that would be the first thing that's bad about them. The second thing that's bad about them is the fact that they start out with really low stats. Guys, they go from 70% attack pre-transformation into 77% attack and defense. Guys, that's too fucking low. Their stats are way too low to be ran in meta content. And then they have to build up. They have to build up. It's cool that they kept their 50% chance to dodge post-transformation. But then it's just like, bro, why can't they have a 50% chance to dodge unrestricted? That would have been cool. But yeah, I think that's, I mean, the bad thing about these units is just that the tools on their kit aged. Okay, that's really the thing about the 50th anniversary LRs. I would say that these two are the fastest aging anniversary units. Can we be completely honest? I think both their designs were cool for the time, but I feel as if though they aged way too goddamn fast. So I think that's really about it. Also, not to say that they both link up quite well with one another. I mean, guys, I forgot to mention that. Did I mention that? I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but yeah, I think that's really about it. One thing about both these units, now I know they link up quite well for one another, but one thing I want to tack on to is the fact that Over in a Flash being a dead link. Guys, Over in a Flash so badly needs to be revitalized. Now I know it's just 3 key and 7% attack. I wish it was 7% attack and defense wholeheartedly, but still, I want to make the point that Over in a Flash is not good no more. There's people that think this link is godlike. No, the fuck it is not. We're going to count on my hands how many good units are on Over in a Flash in this day and age right now. Good/okay units, alright? So, of course, let's go ahead and start. LR UI Goku, okay. LR Kaioken Goku, good. LR Full Power Frieza, alright. He's alright. His Easy A was underwhelming, but he's alright. Let's scroll on down. The Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, he's He's okay on Dragon Ball Heroes, so that's 4. So let's move on over to Tekka Goku, 5. He's good. Tech Vegito Blue, that's 6. He's good. Itmon Vegeta, that's 7. Let's see. And Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's alright, so that's 8. And then this physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku post transformation, and then the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, that's 10. That's 10! That's 10! Oh, guys, that's 10. That's 10 fucking units! 10 units on Over in a Flash, guys. 10 fucking... This Link sucks. This Link is dead. No. But I think that's way about it. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. Honestly, I still love these units. But too bad they suck. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.